The hard part is over. I posted the video, my first video. Yay. It's not fully public yet, but it's posted. So I'm going to take advantage of this. By I did it. Usually I'll sit on an idea, but I actually did it. Now, yes, I bounced it off my friends. Yes, I did that. Just to see, if it was a good idea. But I had the idea 2 days ago. I bounced it with my friends yesterday, and I initiated off of it today. Instead of it being like a month to years, thing, and I'm just talking about it. So those are accomplishments, and I learned over the past few months. I have a neurodivergent therapist. Oops, sorry. My name is Summer, season 95, and I have ADHD and autism. I was recently diagnosed in August 2025, a couple months ago. Yeah. And, so going back, what I was saying. I forgot what I was saying. See? That right there. I forgot what I was talking about because I do the rambling thing. But I literally forgot where I was going with what I was saying. Oh, fuck. And this is why they're like, oh, are you sure that it's ADHD and not perimenopause and menopause? No. I'm sure that the test said, the test knows. Now, if there's other stuff going on at the same time, I've also got tested and there's no, but I am 48 years old. 48. And yes, I admitted my age. That was a personal shout out because I've always denied my age, but this year I've been just owning it. I am 48 years old. Actually, ever since August when I got diagnosed. Cause the fuck, I don't know if I'm allowed to cuss, but I sought help in my early 20s. Like, I think I was 22. I sought help. Asked for help. Now, I sought help, but I won't say that I was 100% for the help like I have been over the past couple years with my mental health. But I did seek the help. And at the time, okay, so yeah, that's a memory that I don't know if I'm ready to go to. So I'm going to try and over that. At the time, my son's father had just passed away. And I was going through mental stuff, and they turned around and they was like, oh, you're going through depression and you need Paxil, and oh yeah, you're bipolar too. Okay. And I just rolled with it. So anytime that I went to, I was having those episodes, or I found out later, they're not just episodes. They're literally your body and your brain. Your brain is overstimulated, overwhelmed. Like, there's just so much going on. And they were considered, bipolar. And in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and, my demographic of people that I was around, mostly black people, you were labeled with the angry black woman's disease. So anytime that you were angry or shown a bit of attitude, it was like, it's this label. And it was just so crazy because none of the medicine worked. None of it. They had me on Paxil. I stopped taking that medicine because my little sexual ass was going around. I don't want Paxil. It's going to diminish my sexual stuff. I was 22 at the time, guys. Remember? Okay. Yeah, I ain't taking that. And sorry about the lighting. Sorry about the lighting behind me. But yeah, so it's just like, no, I'm not taking that. Then they gave me, I remember they gave me Geodon one time. Geodon was a schizo medicine. And anytime that I stopped taking my medicine, because at the time, once again, I was not taking medication the way I should take it daily. But even still, you gave me schizophrenic medicine. And if I missed a day of it or missed a dose of it, my ass was hallucinating. You know, like the one time when I was sleeping in the bed and was asleep, and it's one of those like dreams where your eyes are open but your body doesn't move. Yeah, okay. So like, matter of fact, I can use this corner right here. So let's just say this corner right here. But I'm in the bed, so I'm looking up and there's just the corner. Big huge black shadow, spiders, you know, going all up there. Snakes coming out of my bedroom window and coming all around the bed. And there's like a pool of snakes and spiders up there, and I couldn't move. And I looked up that medication. Why'd you guys give me a schizophrenic medicine? Oh, well, because it helps. This is when I was taking medication. I wasn't even asking questions. I was just taking whatever the fuck they gave me for whatever the fuck they were giving to me. And once again, I don't even know if I'm supposed to be cussing, but guess what? This is not a channel for kids. So this is going to be the raw. Okay. So I don't know what the fuck they were giving. Ooh, me. And I don't like this. That mate. I don't like these. I don't like these. But they gave me Geodon. They gave me Zoloft. Zoloft is supposed to be like an anti-depression, anxiety pill, and that did not help for me. It made self-harm. I'm gonna leave it at that. Which, yes, there will be videos about those topics, but not like real extensive, but just to discuss those journeys that I've had as well. But yeah, they had me on a lot of medication. What was it? Abilify. I actually did like Abilify until it put on weight on me, and then I stopped because I don't like putting on extra weight that shouldn't be there. And I'm a small person. I'm a small built person naturally, and I don't like having extra weight. Case in point, why I got the sleeve surgery, because my lungs and the medicine that I was on, the steroids and stuff, was adding extra weight with every time I got bronchitis. So I had the sleeve surgery done. I'm back down to my comfortable weight, but also realizing I didn't even need the surgery. I just needed to tell them to give me a steroid that doesn't cause weight gain, because there is one. Who knew? But yeah, anyway, so I lost my train of thought again. But yeah, so this is new. Oh, that's what I was talking about. The medication. Okay, here we go. Okay, back on track. So the medication. And this is why I don't want to do records. I want to talk. I want to do this and talk. I want to be able to bounce stuff and just talk. I think I may take up my friend's idea and do a podcast. But I gotta look into it because I need to stay on, I lose track. But anyway, back to the medication. So the medication, what was it? Abilify I liked, but it was the weight gain. So I didn't take medication for years. So I think the last time I tried anything was in between 2010 and 2012 maybe, because I know I wasn't taking any. I think by the end of 2012 I wasn't taking any more medication, because a year later I started losing a lot of weight. Especially, when you drop, bad relationships, But I lost a lot of weight. I ended up going from, I think over 200 pounds naturally, and dropping down naturally to, not 200 pounds naturally, but dropping down naturally to 135. I think that was the lowest I was, because I never weighed myself when I was higher weight. But I know at that time I was in 16, 18s. So that wasn't the highest. The highest I've ever been in my life was prior to getting this surgery. But that's not what this topic is about. This topic is about unmasking. So yeah, back on topic at hand about my medication. So I didn't take medication for years, and then I'm like, okay, in 2018, things were going crazy for me. I'm like, you know what? I'll take the medication. This bastard gave me fucking lithium. What the fuck? I'm not taking battery acid. The fuck ass out of here. We'll figure it the fuck out. So, because they were still trying to treat the bipolar. And if you're telling me that there's no actual medication to treat bipolar, so you just literally have to treat the symptoms of bipolar, so you're giving me a whole bunch of different medications. No, I'm not taking your shit. No. And what are the symptoms that you're treating? You're not telling me. A mood stabilizer? I don't need a mood stabilizer. I'm good. I need people to leave me the fuck alone. But anyway. So yeah, I think that was the last time that they tried to give me any medication. And then between 2018 and now, the only medication that I was taking prior to Concerta was the Wellbutrin to help me quit smoking. And actually, I'll try Chantix first to help me quit smoking, but that did not work. That caused a meltdown, like a mental. Yeah, that wasn't good. So Wellbutrin actually worked to help me quit smoking, and it's an antidepressant as well too. So it was pretty cool. I didn't have any problems with that, except for after a while, I would stop taking it. Because I don't like taking pills, and their pills were pretty big, so I didn't like taking them. So fast forward to June, and the medicine that I am on now, and my thought process now. I needed to know who I was. I needed to know me. In 2018, my life was whew. And my therapist asked me who I was. Not the mother, not the sister, not titles, but who Summer is. I gain. I love. I care. I don't like liars. I don't like thieves. I started, going all that. And she's like, yeah, that's fine. But, and basically like building off of that, like, it leads to like, what do I want out of life? Things of that nature. But she started the journey of me really, who am I? Why is it so hard? Why is it so hard for me? Why can I look at other people, but when it comes to looking at myself, I don't know. So she helped open the door. Now, granted, over the past couple years, since 2020, I met my currently now husband, my bonus babies, stepped aside from like what my goals to help support the family aspect and everything. And during that time, over the past 5 years, stress and everything else, and helping everybody else with their mental health and everything, I started to deteriorate. And it started to deteriorate at the beginning of the year, where in February, I was under so much stress. Usually when I'm stressed or excited or however, I have a tendency to stumble over my words and stabber. It's not so much like a stutter, but more like a stabber. Well, in February, I was under so much stress, I couldn't speak. I couldn't speak because it was to the point that the stutter was bad enough to not even form the first word of the sentence. So I couldn't talk. And one of my other friends was like, that's stress. And I remember, I'm like, you know what, that is right. And I remember when I was a kid, how stressed out my life was, and I went through those moments of stuttering and stammering and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you know what? I need to work on myself. I need to go back to therapy. Like real therapy. Like I was in therapy, but I couldn't afford to see her as often as I needed to see, and I needed to see somebody ASAP. I needed to get back into my weeklies and not these monthlies, and get back into, the journey of who I am, that. So that's what led me back into, finding out that I was misdiagnosed. Now, when I went to go see, now I didn't ask for, like when I first went for my ADHD, I didn't ask, hey, do I have bipolar, this, that, and the other. No, I did not. I went in to see my med doctor for my first appointment. And we're talking. I've already done the evaluation with whoever to get to see this doctor, because they have you see another doctor, because it's community. So they have me see another doctor for my evaluation. I spoke with them, this, that, and the other, and then I get forwarded over to my permanent doctor. My permanent doctor, so awesome. My permanent doctor, he's like, so hey, how are you? I'm like, hey, I'm good. And not even 5 minutes into the conversation, he's like, have you ever been diagnosed with ADHD? No. He said, do you go for hours without sleeping? I mean, like days without sleeping? No. I think the most I've gone is maybe 24 hours not sleeping, but I've never gone like where I was up 2 days in a row, absolutely no sleep, no naps, no nothing. No. I at least get, even if I'm up and I sleep for 2 hours, 3 hours, I'm good. But to literally have no sleep and still continue, no, I've never done that ever in my life. Never. I like my sleep. And he was just asking other questions, and he was like, I need you to fill this paper out. And while you're at it, I'm going to give you this medication for ADHD because you're not bipolar. Oh, really? So now my wheels are really turning, because my son, my youngest baby, not my bonus baby, who's also the baby, but my youngest son, who is odd like his mama, he's shown like a lot of similarities of things that I've done or do and everything. And it was always in the back of my mind, but it was never a thought that, hey, you know what? I should get tested too. Duh. Like I could have been did this years ago. But I didn't put two and two together. But I put two and two together, and I'm like, you know what? If you're saying I have ADHD, then maybe I should go and get tested for autism as well. So I made the appointment for August 1st. And in between this time, I decided to go and talk to my mom. Yeah. We have a lot of stuff under there. And, I have an uncle who we know he's, growing up, it was considered mentally retarded. My uncle's autistic, guys. All this time, my uncle's autistic. My uncle has I guess during the time it was considered Asperger's, I guess. Because his function is not like he can't read above a first, second grade. Like his math and reading are, around first grade, second grade level. That. Yeah. My family has a history of ADHD and autism. Wow. Who knew? So that's how and what made me go and get tested, my medication journey, and yeah. I think it's 20 minutes. I think I completed that. And now I gotta go sit back and read it. Well, watch this video to see if yeah.